Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Burnham, or Nostalgic One here on the internet, and today I wanted to play a new game called The Abandoned Planet by Dexter Team Games. And this is published by a company called Snapbreak, which I'm not really familiar with. Um, the lead guy behind Dexter Team is named Jeremy Frike. I think that's how you say his last name. I was looking for pronunciations and I couldn't figure it out. I saw it pronounced Fritz in a couple places, so I'm really not sure. Apologies for that. But it sounds like Jeremy mostly makes Dexter Team games by himself, but has help from a few others. He's also put out the Dexter Stardust games, which I am not really familiar with, but they're also adventure games, just like The Abandoned Planet. And this game just came out today on August 29th, 2024. And it's a pixel art adventure game that's inspired by games like Myst and the old LucasArts games. So far, it kind of reminds me of games like Primordia or Strangeland by Wormwood Studios, and I really like those guys. And this game is on Steam and iOS and Android and Switch, a bunch of places apparently. So if you want to play it, you can go out and you can get it pretty easily. I think it's like $14 on sale right now. But yeah, I'm really intrigued by it because there's not a lot of people making particularly like first person adventure games right now outside of Cyan. Like we just had the Riven remake very recently, and that was awesome. And they're working on another Myst game reportedly, and had Firmament come out a couple years ago, and but there's not really a lot of other people making games like this right now that are not like shooters or horror games. Just not like strictly point and click puzzle kind of affairs. So I'm really interested in this style of game right now, and I was thinking maybe other people would be too, to see something like this. And this is a smaller affair. I think it's a pretty short game as well from what I've seen, so I'm going to try and get through it all in one sitting. And I'm excited about it. It's got this black female protagonist, which is cool to see. Got a sci-fi setting, which is also cool. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into some of the features here. There's kind of a Flappy Bird minigame in the main menu, which is kind of a weird inclusion, but I think is kind of cool. This is called Flappy Space Quest. I was just using this to test the audio. You just avoid these asteroids. And you really got to jam on the spacebar to get the ship to move high enough, but I thought that was pretty funny. Settings wise, it's really bare bones, probably because this is supposed to run on mobile as well. So we just got volume settings and language, and that's it. But this game is fully voice acted too, which is pretty cool. And yeah, there's no difficulty settings or anything, so I'm just going to hit new game and we'll get into it. Yes. Act 1, The Crash.
What happened? Was that a wormhole? Where am I?
I don't even know what this lady's name is yet either. But yeah, this is our user interface. Looks a lot like what you'd see in Myst. We're like pointed at this console, but it's all pixel art, which is cool. Really well done pixel art as well. We can use this or the WSAD keys to move around, I believe. We've got an inventory. We can look at our fusion scanner. Not sure what we'll be scanning with that just yet. We can look at our map. Act 1.1. So this is the crash zone. This is probably all the different squares we could go to, I would guess, or screens maybe. If you hit the pause button here, it goes into the main menu. Again, there's pretty bare bones for controls. HUD options, though, I think is interesting. You can change the HUD style to have the portrait always on, to have it only on for dialogue, or to have it just like a hologram. Hologram, just on dialogue. I think I'm going to change it to... or you can turn the HUD completely off. I'm just going to have it on dialogue, I think. Although the portrait is kind of cool. Or the hologram is kind of cool too, maybe. See what that looks like.
If I open this panel and press the button, I can eject the airlock door. But
Yeah, maybe we'll do
I can't seem to
hologram.
open the glass panel.
Okay. I'm convinced. What else? How to play. Yeah, WASD keys for moving around. You can click on hotspots to interact with them, just like in Myst. We can inspect, we can operate things, we can go inside doors. I is our inventory, J is our journal, M is our map, and P is to pause the game. Spacebar reveals any hotspots. Oh, that's a nice feature. So kind of like pressing the Alt key in like Baldur's Gate 3 reveals hotspots you can click on. So that's really nice for not missing things. Maybe I'll try not to use that too often. But if we do get stuck, I will definitely rely on that. So yeah, very cool. I guess let's see what's going on the ship.
Interesting. Atmosphere on this planet is rich in oxygen. I'll be able to breathe outside.
Good to know. That's reduces complications.
If I open this panel and press the button, I can eject the airlock door. But I can't seem to open the glass panel.
So we need to find a way to open the glass panel.
Interesting. I'll be able to breathe.
And yeah, no other hotspots it looks like, so... Okay. Oh, I like the footstep sound too. Oh, I thought that was way small. the sense of like depth is kind of confusing. I thought the thing was way bigger, but it's just a pipe that was in front of her.
The crate is sealed. I should find something to pry it open. I'll need to get the emergency hatchet on the outer hull of the ship.
We need a hatchet. Does that get added to our journal? Doesn't look like there's anything in our journal yet. But we have this broken pipe.
Something must be blocking the bay door. I'll have to find another way out.
Interesting. Any other hotspots? We
I
have this
have to
door.
open it using the emergency door eject in the cockpit.
Oh, okay. So maybe we can break open that glass panel now. With our pipe. Yeah, perfect. Hit the button, open the door. The door just shoots out and gets ejected.
Okay, let's see what's outside.
Or we got ejected. Maybe that was us. Did we just get all shook up like that? I think so.
Something must be blocking. It doesn't matter though.
Well, we can get out the airlock. We still need to get that hatchet.
It would take a crew working for a full month to get it back in space. Looks like I'm stuck here.
We're stuck now. Oh, I like this foreground style is very reminiscent of LucasArts. They always had stuff in the foreground whenever you're looking at a new screen. And often it would move like this too, so that's cool.
It's mostly broken off. It may come in handy.
Oh, so we got a radar, I guess. Ultrasonic dish. Okay. Oh. Clicked on the right thing there. Good eye. Found a hatchet. Nice. And yeah, there are like 30-some achievements in this game as well.
It would take a crew working for a full month. Looks like I'm...
Okay. So we got a hatchet, so now we can go back inside and use our hatchet on the box to get something. Powered hand grip.
I don't think so.
What did we need for this again?
Something must be blocking the... It doesn't matter though.
Oh. Probably doesn't matter then. Like she said.
It would take a crew work... Looks like I'm stuck.
Oh, we're stuck.
It would take a crew working for a... Looks like I'm...
There's a similar kind of new show on Netflix about a crew that gets stuck on a planet. with a similar kind of, I don't know, very saturated, colorful art style as well, that I'm blanking on the name of right now. It also tells us which directions we can't go, which I think is cool. Let's go. So that just goes inside. So I guess let's go forward. If we look at the map, yeah, we can see where each like node is. So this grid is a little misleading, or doesn't really matter, I suppose. But yeah, we were started here and went left, and now we're in this up screen. So this game is made in Unity, by the way, in case you're wondering.
It's the portside thruster. It must have been torn off when I crashed through the trees.
Portside thruster, huh?
It's the portside. It must have been torn off.
Anything else we're missing here?
It's the portside. It must have been torn off when I...
Guess not. Ooh, cutscenes too. That's cool. Besides just the opening. Very short cutscene. Loading.
What is that? Is there a civilization here? Are there people here? Oh, space. Where am I?
Oh, space.
Strange idol. And it's missing the jewel in its left eye.
That's true. We can't take the right one, though.
It's filled with water.
It's true.
Strange idol. This bamboo might be used. I should use my hatchet to cut.
Let's cut some bamboo, then. Sweet.
Interesting. The bamboo is segmented. I'll cut it up into a receptacle of sorts.
A receptacle, huh? So maybe we can carry some water with us?
I'm not thirsty.
Oh, guess not. Good thing you thought of that, though. What if we put the
I
gem...
don't have any reason.
Nope. And this is just kind of how these kind of games go. If you haven't played a lot of point-and-click adventure games, you just end up kind of experimenting and using inventory items on each other and on the environment until something works. So kind of often the best designed quote-unquote adventure games will account for the most options and try to predict the most things that the player is going to try and have the most intuitive and interesting puzzles, I guess, which is really not an exact science. It really makes the style of adventure game difficult to make. Even though they seem like they'd be easy to put together logically on the surface, like coming up with good puzzles, I think, is the most difficult part, as well as making really good art, which these games are known for. Oh, okay, so we can zoom in on this stuff.
Interesting. There are some mark. It's a blank spot on top, a V in the middle, and a blank spot on the bottom. Interesting. It's a blank spot on top, a V in the middle, and a blank spot on the bottom.
I'm also tempted to kind of like take a lot of screenshots for this, but I'm gonna try to avoid that temptation and just see if we can remember or use our journal when we get stuck.
Strange idol.
Anything else we can zoom in on here? I don't think so. Okay, let's continue. Got some kind of gate. That releases the gate if we press the button. Some symbols again. It just kind of reminds me of Riven, where you have to decode symbols to solve a very large puzzle towards the end of the game. So that might be a similar thing.
Interesting. It's an upside down Y on top, then two blank spots.
I don't know. Maybe we should write this down or take screenshots after all. Yeah, I guess for the sake of the stream, I'll take screenshots and see if that'll work. And then maybe those will pop up. Yeah. We can do something like this in Steam. Maybe that'll work. Just kind of figuring that out on the fly. Take a screenshot of this one. We can always take notes later if we have to. Nothing else on this screen. It's kind of interesting that all we had to do was press a button. This looks like maybe a well or a footprint. These giant thorny vines.
It's a pretty sturdy tree stump.
Pretty sturdy. I think it's either Science first game or one of their first games is called The Manhole. That was like a point and click adventure game made for kids. That's kind of like a storybook game. That's what this reminds me of immediately.
It's locked. It's locked.
So locked. Also kind of like the hatch in Lost, if you've seen that show. So maybe that's a really strong, obvious homage. Bunch of divots in the ground here.
The vine is covering up one of the holes.
Interesting. So maybe we'll have to chop away one of these vines. Yeah. Ooh, that just immediately takes us down here. Or it raised a lily pad, I guess. So maybe we'll have to do some platforming. As much platforming as you can do in a first-person point-and-click anyway.
These holes seem to be letting light into an underground cavern.
Yeah, so now we'll have to figure out how to get down there. It's kind of interesting that we like solved a puzzle before we even knew that there was one. It's kind of a case of like showing the door before the key in something like Doom or Quake. And usually you want to avoid that, but it's kind of cool that we figured it out early.
These holes seem to be...
Okay. And yeah, I am, in case you didn't know, I am going to be trying to talk about the game design and level design aspects as we go. Sorry if that gets annoying and you just want me to play the game. That's just kind of how I like to do these now. And these are all my takes, you know, it's not going to be universal or applicable to everything, of course.
Seems convenient.
So we got a rope, which you always want to have in an adventure game. Okay, so maybe so we can immediately use that code stuff, but for those pictures we saw, there were symbols crossed out, so we're going to figure out what those missing ones are. Seems like. Otherwise, we're just kind of guessing. Maybe we can use that rope to get down one of those holes, though.
I don't think so.
Nope. Okay. I wasn't sure if... It doesn't seem like these holes would be big enough to fit her, I think is the implication, but it's kind of hard to tell from this angle. And these are just like some brown spots in the ground. I'm noticing it's kind of hard to do like a high-level fidelity with this pixel resolution. Although like a higher resolution would mean doing way more work on the art side. So I think this is probably a good compromise, especially if you're like a solo developer. I also really like this sunlight effect that you can see going into the top of the holes. Just makes it a little bit hard to know what's going on. And I think like the putt-putt games had kind of a pretty low resolution as well. I don't know. I haven't played those since I was a kid, but I did have one that I remember playing a lot and not really getting anywhere. I think it was like Putt-Putt Goes to the Parade is the one I had. Let's go east again. Doesn't seem like we're ever like changing angles or turning, but that might just be my impression so far. What is that? We got an L-shaped or a shaped block. Huh. Interesting tool.
There's nothing to do with it.
So these look like those button pillars that we pressed earlier, but we have nothing to do with them at the moment. So
I can't use those things together.
nope. Powered hand grip, fusion scanner. I don't know what this does either. Yeah. So we can examine this stuff.
Very curious. It's old and worn. I cut it into a kind of cup. It's a hand grip with an internal battery. It can be used with a power tool.
Oh, I see.
It's sharp.
So we need a power tool for use with
The
that.
ship uses this dish to scan for and emit ultrasonic frequencies. I think I can make some kind of sonic pulse.
Okay, cool. So that worked.
There's nothing to do.
Interesting.
This scanner can determine the elemental properties of any object. It uses a small cold fusion power cell. It could last 1,000 years.
Wow.
I can't use those.
Try it on everything.
I can't use.
Oops.
I can't use.
Okay. Just had to make sure.
I don't have. This scanner can determine
The
the element.
elemental
It uses
properties.
a small cold fusion.
So I wonder when that's going to become useful. And I guess it's going to highlight when we... Oh, okay.
There's nothing interesting.
Oh, so it's like she scanned the whole scene, it seemed like.
There's no reason. There's nothing to. There's no reason.
Interesting. Well, this looks like a V shape, right? From the way it's crossed out. So maybe we could just go off of that assumption. If it was, it's like a upside down Y on the top. And then the V shape. There's only one V shape, right? Nice. Okay. So that revealed the
It's
other
stuck.
eye.
It's stuck.
It's stuck, though.
I can't use that.
What else could we wedge it out with? We don't have that pipe anymore.
I don't think.
Don't think so.
Okay, let's scan this jaw. It's a mineral form of aluminium oxide. It's a ruby.
Huh. I guess, is that... that must be true, but I didn't know that rubies were aluminum oxide. That's interesting.
There's nothing to do.
Okay. I don't know if that helps us either, but it's cool to know. What if we go back to that statue and scan it?
Okay, let's scan this.
I'm sure it'll be the same thing, but...
It's a mineral form of.
Okay. Nothing else.
It's water,
Oh,
hydrogen,
nice.
and oxygen, just like on Earth.
Good to know. Good thing we didn't drink that without testing it.
There's nothing to.
Huh. Yeah, I just saw that thing. What is this? A ring?
Some kind of metallic ring.
Maybe it's a magnet?
I can't use those things together.
You can't scan the metal ring, huh?
I can't use.
Interesting.
I can't.
Hit it with the hatchet. Anything else on the screen? Nope.
It's a pretty stuff.
What if we chop this stump, I suppose?
I don't have any reason.
Oh. Seemed obvious to me.
There's nothing to do with.
That's always the risk with these kind of games, too, is that, you know, things that seem like they would obviously work to the player, you either have no reason to do or just don't do anything in these kind of games. Whereas, like, I mean, this is
It's a pretty sturdy tree.
probably a hollow tree stump, or, you know, it's a tree stump, so, you know, what do you use hatchets on? Wood. So, a little weird that that doesn't work, but
It's stuck.
it's whatever.
I can't do.
Can we... Yeah, this was a dead end, so
There's nothing.
let's see if we missed a prompt somewhere. I know I'm moving along at a pretty good pace, but I don't want to get stuck for too long.
Strange idol.
Well, we could try this pattern. This looks like another V at the bottom. If we can... Maybe we can put in a different pattern on the obelisk thing.
It's stuck.
It doesn't look like it. Huh. So we'll have to remember to use that pattern somewhere else, I would guess.
It's locked.
I don't see anywhere to put a key.
I don't have any.
What about our
There's nothing to.
Sonic? Nope. Huh. Little stumped. I mean, it seems like there's got to be
I don't have.
some use for this
I
stump,
can't.
right?
There's nothing.
Because otherwise, why would it be there? We might have tried this already, too.
There's nothing in.
Yeah. Scan every screen, I suppose.
There's nothing in.
Hmm.
There's nothing. I can use it to emit.
Not sure what we're going to use that pulse for either. Maybe seeing if we can find like something hollow, maybe. And this is always the risk of playing adventure games, is getting stuck.
There's
I have
nothing
faith, though,
interesting
that we'll
here.
figure it out. I mean, these look like pretty
It's the
interesting
port side. It
little
must have been torn off when I.
bits that we could pick up, but I guess they are not.
It would take a crew working. Looks like I'm.
Hmm. What are we missing?
I can't.
There must be a way to get the hatch open, right?
Interesting. I'll be able to bring. I'll be able to. The bay door.
What's
Something
blocking
must
it,
be
I'm
blocking
wondering.
the bay. It doesn't matter though.
Doesn't matter.
The bay door. There's nothing. There's nothing interesting.
It's funny, the in Riven, I guess this is a small spoiler, but there's like a lens item that you can pick up to look at objects, and then it tells you, it gives you clues, basically. It's kind of a similar concept as well. In the Riven remake, I should say.
It would take a crew work. Looks like.
Little stumped. Oh, I like that it put this archway thing. That must mean that that's like an entryway to a different map, because that's like where the hatch is, I think. Nothing in our journal. I guess we should save. We really can't get some water with this.
I'm not set.
Nope.
I can't do that.
Well, we must be able to pry out the eye somehow, right?
It's stuck. I can use the edge to pry.
Okay, cool. I didn't think that was going to work because, I don't know, figured we would need some kind of crowbar thing, but fair enough.
I can't use those things. I can't use.
Oh,
It's expertly carved.
an expertly carved jewel. Okay. Nice, so we did that.
It's otherworldly, but quite beautiful.
So what does
it's
that
filled
do
with-
for us?
It's other.
Maybe that opened the hatch?
It's locked.
No. Can't even look at the obelisk anymore.
Interesting. It's a blank spot on. It's filled. I can't do.
Can't throw it in the water.
There's nothing. Okay, let's.
Sure, that'll just be the same thing.
It's a mineral form.
Maybe we'll check this area again. Oh yeah, because it raised these buttons in the cutscene. We did see that. Okay.
It looks like some kind of.
So now we can put our weirdly shaped block in. And we'll have to do a little puzzle, I would guess. Oh yeah, a little 3D puzzle. That's cool. I like that idea. Good achievement sound. Cute. Hey, we did it. Yeah, I kind of figured we were gonna have to memorize this. Da 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 da. Okay, I think I memorized it. Nice. I always like music puzzles. Even though I know they don't really work for some people.
It's a long way down. I don't want to get in.
Oh, now we can use our rope.
I don't think so.
Of course not.
I can't use. I don't have any.
Oh, we can now. We can tie the rope to the stump. Yeah, of course. Like, why else would the stump be there if you couldn't use it, right? Yeah, a little silly that we couldn't tie the rope to the stump until this hatch was open, but I get it. Games are hard to make. It's hard to account for everything. You don't want the player getting confused either. Very atmospheric looking sewer, though. I like the noises, too. Ooh, spooky skeleton.
There's something glimmering in the eye socket, but it looks like it's calcified to the bone.
Calcified.
I don't want to...
Well, now we don't want to break it. The stone we were okay breaking.
There's nothing to do. Looks humanoid.
See what it's made of. Maybe it's fossilized.
Carbon-based, just like me.
Maybe it's another human, then.
I don't have... There's something glimmering in the eye socket.
Maybe you have to leave that for now. Left or right? Let's try left. Yeah, so here's where the lily pads were. This other way. Another little... Yeah, these seem like money or something. Some kind of coins.
Ugh! I should scan it using my fusion scanner.
Oh, so maybe this isn't water. Or pure water.
According to my fusion scanner, it's a less toxic form of sulfuric acid.
Oh, jeez.
If it weren't, I wouldn't be able to breathe down here.
Yeah, if it was just sulfuric acid gas, that would be a pretty bad time. Let's take some. Good thing it doesn't burn through the bamboo. I don't know if... I mean, I've never seen... and she did say it's a weak form of sulfuric acid, but I've never seen somebody try to use sulfuric acid on bamboo, so I don't know if it would burn through or not, I guess. Just gonna have to assume it wouldn't.
I don't know. Could be dangerous. I should scan it.
Right. Always scan the dangerous-looking stuff. That's a good idea.
This plant contains magnesium ions, bioluminescent microorganisms. Should be safe to touch.
Oh. Sweet. So we got some glow plants.
They're bioluminescent.
So that'll probably help us see in somewhere dark eventually or something. Oh, so maybe we need enough rings
There's nothing to do.
to put on the machine or
nothing
whatever
to
this
do.
is.
There's no reason.
No reason to scan it, huh?
There's nothing.
Yeah, we can click on all the pegs. Nothing else we missed here. Nothing else here. We'll have to figure out how to get that other coin out of his eye. And I'm assuming that we can go... Yeah, we can go forward now. I like these stairs, and this dithering pattern is really nice, too, to make the shadows. Well, there's another one. How many do we have now? 4? And there was, like 12 slots or something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, okay. So we need 11 of those coins, probably.
The center staircase is missing.
Oh.
How am I going to get up there?
Good question. Do your best
There's
jump.
no reason. There's nothing to do. There's nothing.
Oh,
There's
what's this
some
thing?
kind of inscription. But I
Maybe
can't
this will
make it
tell
out
us
in
the pattern
paper.
then. Oh, so now we can use the glow plants. Oh, okay. So we do need 5 of them. So how do we get the other one out of his eye? Guessing we probably don't need to go back up here, and we probably have everything we need, but I'm not sure.
These holes seem to be letting...
Can we chop this any further? No. I like just watching this thing. And yeah, you can use the keyboard to move around, but I'm enjoying just having the regular mouse interface so far. It's probably easier to follow on the video as well, I would guess. So how do we get this out of his eye?
Something glimmering in the eye socket, but it looks like it's...
Oh, the acid, of course. That will decalcify it, but not eat away too much of the bone or the ring, I guess. That makes sense. Let's use
can't do
those.
that.
Or sorry, that just tells us the pattern. So 2, 4, 5, 10, 11 positions. 2, 4, 5, 10, and 11. Should work. Nice. Yeah, moving along a pretty good clip here, I feel like. Not really getting stuck for too long. And all these puzzle solutions seem fairly obvious to me. Which is always nice. Let's continue on. These cutscenes kind of remind me of Another World as well, which another really nice looking pixel art game from kind of the similar area. So we could go back down into there or continue on. Nothing else on the screen.
Oh my, a city!
Ooh.
I have to get in. Maybe I can figure out where I am.
Let's save again real quick. I'm not expecting this game to crash or anything. Oh, it also auto-saves, so that's a good thing.
It's stuck in the ground.
A rock stuck in the ground.
I can dig it out.
It's good that the hatchet is good for anything. We can use it a shovel, a pry bar, crowbar, whatever. Got a block of concrete.
A stone block.
Yeah, or stone.
I can't use...
Can't scan the block.
I can't...
Okay. Yep, let's go to this weird city. I like this awesome view of the sky too, with this weird red planet in the background. Like there's so much depth to this image. I think it's cool, even though there's not a lot of detail.
Why is there a wall around the city? Why is there a...
It's like labyrinth. Good question. Does it let us scan the screen for any
There's no
reason? No.
Why is there a...
Another one of those puzzle blocks. Nothing else here. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is a puzzle. This will reset it, I'm hoping. Okay, so we gotta memorize what these do. Yeah, this resets it. So that puts 2 here. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Nothing in this picture, strangely. Ooh, it's some kind of creature.
It appears to be a herbivore, but those are sharp teeth. I'll have to scare it away somehow.
Yeah, why would a
Maybe I have an item that will do
herbivore
the
have
trick.
sharp teeth? I guess we don't know for sure.
It appears to be a I'll have... Maybe I have an item that will do...
Have to scare it away.
I'm not going anywhere near the...
Maybe the hatchet?
I don't want to hurt...
Oh.
This should scare it away.
Yeah, sonic emitter. Cute.
Hey, that worked. But it completely
Got another
drained the
achievement.
sonic
Alien
emitter.
dog buzzer.
No use in carrying it around.
Oh. Oh, because it was completely drained. So I guess, yep, that was our one-use sonic emitter.
It's missing a block.
So we can use the block here. Make another button. Really good stone button noises too. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know if the sequence would have made a difference there, but that's the sequence we did it in.
It looks like some kind of geometric block should go here.
That's for sure. It's basically already in the right orientation, or it was. Yeah. There we go. The Legend of Block Puzzle, Skyward Puzzle. Sweet. Oh, another one. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I know that was wrong. Let me look at it again. That other one was easier to memorize. It was like more symmetrical. Oh, it starts down here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Nice. I like that because you also can't take a screenshot of it while it's playing. Like, you'd have to take several screenshots, so it kind of forces you to memorize it, which I like. And the tones are kind of a hint as well when you're on the right track. That was spooky. Oh, so that was Act 1. Sweet. Yeah, I'm digging this so far, definitely. Act 2, the city. Hopefully this has been fun to watch, too.
I saw that tower in the center, and something tells me I need to get in there. But how am I going to do that?
Good question. Yeah, really good pixel art everywhere so far. Guess we can only go forward. Nothing to click on here. This is very like Myst-like to me, where you're approaching a door and then you get closer and closer until you're like right in front of it.
It's locked.
We've got a panel. It's another Myst-like contraption. Is this going to be another sound puzzle, maybe? Yep, no idea what this does. So this is a common thing in Myst games, if you haven't really played them, where you come across some like logical contraption and you don't know what it's for or what it means, and the puzzle is basically like figuring out what it does and how it works. Where like it really only makes sense in universe, I suppose. It's kind of the point. So we can go right or left here. Wow, so many places to go. We found a mortar and pestle. Nice. For grinding something up, presumably.
I think there's something inscribed here. It's covered in dirt.
Can we use our trusty hatchet?
I don't have any reason.
Nope.
There's no reason.
Can't scan it either.
I can't. There's no way to open the door. It's sealed from the inside.
So this looks like another door we'll have to open with a puzzle, probably. Since we're sensing a theme. Anything else on the screen? Nope. Let's go left. So we can also go left or right here. Oh, there's like a lookout thing. We got a tree branch.
It's bristly. I don't think so. A traditional mortar and pestle. I guess simple tools are universal.
I guess everyone has these. Makes sense.
It's a lookout viewer, and it's strangely Earth-like, but it's missing the lens.
Maybe we're secretly on Earth, like in Planet of the Apes. No, so we need a lens for the telescope. These kind of games always have lenses and viewing puzzles too. It's another kind of order puzzle, maybe?
The water is quite beautiful. I should definitely scan it to make sure it's not harmful.
Always scan the water, I guess.
My scanner says that there is a certain type of Rhodococcus bacteria present.
Rhodococcus.
It's normally not harmful to humans. This seems to be a mutated form of the bacteria. I should stay away from it.
Okay, we'll stay away from that then. Got a few puzzles we're working on at the moment. This is the telescope. So which one of these... Kind of the trick is, too, is also figuring out what we can work on next. But I just realized we have this branch that we can use to wipe away the dirt here, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. So here's our order, which I am going to take a screenshot of.
Must be some kind of a pattern.
Yeah. So green, red, yellow, yellow, orange, red. Green, red, yellow, yellow, orange, red. Nice.
The water is quite beautiful, but my scanner revealed a certain...
That's kind of another thing you probably should have updated. It's like after you raise the bridge, you should probably move the trigger to like the sides or something. Or change the dialogue here, but it's not also not a huge deal. Wow, I like that a lot too, where the water is flowing through the street like this. These kind of are like adobe looking houses as well. So again, we've got a few directions we can go.
There's nothing really of note on this workbench, except for this little robot. It doesn't appear to be in
it's a
working
robot.
order, but I think someone is trying to fix it. The bedding is messy, but clean. Is someone living here? Am I alone? I'll have to keep an eye out. Oh wait, there's a journal here.
Probably will be people here, yeah. Nice, we found the journal finally. Outside of journal area to close. So we've got some alien writing, which is another kind of trope of Myst games, and finding books and journals from other people and deciphering their clues. So this is maybe... all of this looks like some kind of a clue for us. I don't know if you could decipher all this text either. Yep, and this looks like... so Riven has a similar system to this where the symbols are like the native symbols assigned to our number system as well. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, that was like these sound puzzles would go 1, 2. So yeah, we're gonna have to solve another one of these where it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it just goes around. Actually, isn't this the same symbol as in Riven? Or the 5 symbol in Riven is like a line straight up and down instead of horizontal, I think. Is that right? I'm just gonna check real quick. It's like the Riven logo is oh, it's like a... yeah, it is the straight horizontal line. That's funny. So this is like, if not the same system, it's very close. I don't remember exactly all the symbols, but I remember the number 5 because it's everywhere in Riven. So this is the sequence to open that door we saw maybe earlier. There, the gate. Wow. Huh. So maybe... so in Riven, Gan thinks that the natives are obsessed with the number 5, and so he gets obsessed with the number 5 and puts it everywhere. So maybe in this society they're like obsessed with the number 7, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and also notably there's 7 notes in a musical scale, in a diatonic scale anyway, like major or minor, basically. So like do re mi fa sol la ti, and then do is the next octave up, right? If you know music, that's really basic music theory, but that's what I'm kind of guessing this is hinting at, is the number 7 aligns to 7 notes in an octave, or 7 notes in a scale, even though it doesn't really sound like a musical scale that we've heard so far. Here's another hint, maybe. Wow, so many hints in this book. Oh, and this is... So these numbers correspond to colors. This is pretty extensive. Evil dragon thing. Oh, maybe this is the puzzle solution to that gate. Wow. This is the robot we were just talking about. Plus and minus. Man, so the puzzles in this might actually get pretty complicated. We found another piece.
There was some kind of key card in
Or
the
a key
journal.
card. I see. Thought it was going to be a block we'd have to rotate again.
It's a perforated key card.
Interesting. So kind of like punch cards that they use to program really early computers. Like those giant room-sized computers would use punch cards as, for programming. That's kind of what that reminds me of.
There's nothing really of note on this workbench. It doesn't appear to be...
But how can we get the robot to work, I wonder? That's nice, too, that the book remembers what page you stopped on, so you can just, turn to it and then come back to it later.
I don't think so.
Punch card doesn't work with the robot. Found a little dude, though.
It's heavy. I hope carrying it around pays off.
Stone torso. Yeah, it looked rather large, too. Anything else in this room?
Bedding is mess. Is someone living here?
No.
I'll have to...
Yeah, there's definitely going to be other people here, I think. But that was a lot of information we just got from that book, so it's going to help us out a lot, I think.
A pulley. A simple machine.
Nice. And I don't know how many acts are in this game as well, so I don't know if this is going to take multiple streams to get through, but I'll try to break up the videos kind of in a logical order when I put it on YouTube, maybe by act or by, I don't know. We'll see what makes the most sense. But I didn't want to spoil myself too much on the structure of the game. We got a valve, a spigot valve.
It looks exactly like a spigot valve for a faucet.
For a faucet, I see.
A pulley. A simple machine.
Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of inventory now. That's kind of how these games work too, is where you're every act you get a bunch of different items, then you go to another act and you get a whole new slew of items.
I think that ladder used to lead to the roof, which has since completely collapsed. If only I could get up there somehow. I wonder if there's something up there I need.
I'm sure there is. Otherwise, why would there be a ladder there? That's kind of how these games work, though, is every act you get a new set of inventory items, even in recent stuff like in Strangeland. Okay, so we can use our torso here, maybe.
I can't put the statue back together until I figure out a way to make the pieces stick in place.
Need some kind of glue. Oh, we got an arm for the statue. Oh, it's like a four-armed statue as well, huh? So it's maybe these are Outer Wilds kind of people as well.
It looks like the statue. Maybe I can put the I can't put the statue.
So how did we get the arm to stick, though?
The water is... But my scanner revealed a certain...
Maybe we can use the water on the torso?
I don't think so.
No. Spigot valve. Oh, I thought we put the statue on the torso, but we did not.
I can't use those.
Yeah.
This arm must have... It's heavy. It's a...
Well, we know we can get through that one door now. We can't go anywhere else from here or here. Oops, we gotta keep going backwards. A little confusing.
I don't think so.
Okay, so we should have the solution for this at the very least. Yeah. It's 3 dots, and then these are full, and this is at half. See if that works. And then we can use our punch card. Excellent. Let's go up. There's an elevator in Riven, like a tree elevator in Riven that reminds me of as well. Ah.
A water
There's our
spout for this
spigot.
water tank, but it's missing the handle.
Let's use the spigot. We need something to collect the water, though, right? Yeah.
I can't use.
Oops. See what this water is made of.
Brilliant! My scanner says the contents of this water tank are pure H2O.
So this is just water. Maybe we'll have to make some kind of glue out of something that we use the mortar and pestle on in this water. That is kind of my guess so far. Anything else we can click on here? I like these kind of dithering patterns too. This is something you'll see. I forget the guy's name, but the guy that did all the pixel art, most of the pixel art for games like Loom and Secret of Monkey Island, in his talks, like for GDC and stuff, he'll talk about how he came up with these different dithering patterns for different like levels of shadow and light. It's super interesting when you look into these. Like some are like cross patterns and single dots and different patterns of light and dark pixels, and you can get a lot of different like granularity that way. And I think he like went through and like actually hand placed a lot of that stuff. I don't know if that's what Jeremy is doing here, but it always seems like really time consuming, tedious to me. But it really is worth it, I think, to sell the look and the feel of these games. I really like how it looks anyway. Even though sometimes like you get instances where like we're using a dithering shadow here but a different kind of shadow over here. And I don't know, I'm not really that good of an artist, so I don't know what a real artist would say about using those two techniques on the same picture, but it is interesting to see them both next to each other. I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah, something to think about as we go. Climbing a ladder, just like in Myst. This is another similar thing in Myst where there's like a power line connecting. It's one of the first puzzles on the main Myst island that you find, where you have to connect the electricity.
The wire is definitely heavy duty enough to support my weight.
But in this instance,
I don't think it would be wise to just swing hand over hand all the way to that platform over there.
Oh.
The wire is, but I don't think it would be wise.
Yeah, probably not. We got this pulley,
It's
though.
a good idea. There's nothing to...
Yeah, so we need some kind of handle to put in the pulley, or to attach
that
to
door
it.
over there might be my best bet into that building.
Yeah. Maybe we can put the hand through the pulley?
I can't use those.
No.
There's no reason.
Anything else here? No. Go back down. Let's go right.
This walkway used to lead directly into the central building, but it's completely collapsed. Oh.
Interesting. So we're a little stuck again. Probably need to find some more items. Yeah, going backwards always feels a little weird, but to fully turn around, he'd have to draw a lot more screens for this. So I definitely get why we can't. Would make a lot more work for not that much benefit, really. Still can't
There's
open this
no way-
door, though. Nothing else here. We didn't
It's a
find a
lookout viewer.
lens.
It's a lookout viewer.
What other puzzles haven't we solved so far? We can't go back. We don't know how to stick these pieces together.
I think that ladder used to lead. If only I could get up there somehow.
How would we get up there?
I can't do.
Maybe we can use this arm for something? Oh, I like the shadow of the ladder here, too. That's cool. Didn't really recognize that at first.
The water is... But my scanner revealed...
wonder what the dangerous bacteria has to do with everything.
It looks like the stack. Maybe I can put the
How can we get them to stick?
I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't use. I can't use. I can't use. I can't put the statue back together until I figure out a way to make the water up my scanner.
Interesting. A little stuck again.
The bedding is.
If I get stuck for
somewhat
too long, I'll try to edit it out of the final video as well. How do we turn on this robot?
There's nothing really of note on this work. It doesn't appear to be in working.
We must be able to do something. Red, blue, yellow. Yeah, I feel like there was probably like a plant we could click on somewhere. Maybe this is telling us how to stick the stones together. Like, what else would they have used to stick stone together, I wonder? But I didn't feel like we missed anything to click on, so... a little confused. Oh. Did not see that before.
I
Okay.
hope no one was down there. Oh, space. How am I gonna get home?
I don't know why she says "oh space," but maybe just like lamenting how confusing space is. So maybe we can use this as a ladder rung in that other room, wherever that was. A little confusing to navigate when we can't turn around and we have to be in the same orientation all the time.
I can't do that.
Can't do that, huh?
I can't use.
Maybe we can stick the metal rod through the statue or something.
I can't do.
Nope. What is the metal rod for? Definitely not what I was expecting to find. But there might be something else I missed. Yeah, I definitely wish that there was a few more perspectives that we could see from, but I definitely get why there aren't more. Because all of that costs dev time and art time to put together. Oh, we could use the rod with the pulley, though, I bet.
Let's see what it's kind of like.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Well,
here goes nothing. Hopefully she doesn't die.
that was kind of terrifying. I'm not doing that again. But, now what?
Sorry, it says my chat is unavailable if anybody was talking on Twitch. I don't think I missed anything, though. Let me see if I can get that back. Nope, I'm not seeing any messages so far. I think we're okay. Okay.
Wow, how did this guy make it all the way up here? Fascinating.
Yeah, how is a tree growing up here? I think like the book is... yeah, the book definitely seems to be talking something about the plants growing in the rock, or the rock being made out of plants, something like that. Definitely seems related. I wonder what this is going to refer to as well. Very interesting. This looks like a fuse box. Whoa. One of these puzzles. Okay, so usually how you want to figure these out is by... This is a maze, right? So you want to work backwards, I think. So the pixel art makes it a little hard to see. So we're not currently connected to the puzzle. Gotta find the one that, yeah, gets us in there. So just this option works, I think. Yeah, just this way. And then we go around. And maybe if we move the green one, we want to connect here. And then this is not quite connected. There, nice. That wasn't too bad. I was a little afraid at first when I saw that, but that wasn't too bad. Let's head inside. Spooky. There's like a drone going on. This is another example of like another kind of dithering pattern that we haven't seen a lot of. Ooh. I like this view a lot. It's like very foreboding. Again, we can go right or left. That'll open that door. Let's see what this machine is that's making all the noise.
Okay, so I think I need to find a way to pull both levers at the same time, but they're too far apart.
She can't... It's kind of hard to tell like how far these actually are away, because if this was a real person, like if you're imagining yourself in the space, it feels like they should be close enough for her to pull both at the same time. If this...
Okay, so I
like how big is this screen? But I guess that's the puzzle.
I can't do...
Can't use the arm.
There's no... I don't have any... Okay, so I think I need to find... But they're too...
Also, how did she figure out that she needs to pull them both at the same time? A little non-intuitive, which is probably why she says that. Because in testing, they probably found that people got confused about having to pull them at the same time, is what I would guess. So we've got our different floors here, and these symbols we remember from the book. Right. Or something like that, I believe. This like switchboard thing is interesting too. Yeah, this one. Not sure what this is telling us exactly. Oh, we can't click on these. Let's try going down. Okay, so this is the top level, I would guess. Probably can't go higher.
I'm already on the top level.
Yeah, interesting. So we got 4 different levels to explore. Dang. It's kind of a lot. So the elevator looks the same every time. Another robot.
Amazing! This tiny robot appears to be in excellent condition, but it doesn't look like its housing is able to charge it. A couple of loose wires. It looks like there used to be a power cell of some kind here.
So we need a power cell to power this robot.
It looks like there used to...
Which we don't have. Can we scan the robot?
It's an extremely complex robot, driven by a series of servos and a motherboard made of metals my fusion scanner doesn't even recognize.
Of course.
But it should turn on if I can get power to it.
Seems like a good thing to infer. Okay. Ooh, what's out
There's
here?
a rope hanging out on this girder, but I'm not going out there.
Fair enough. What about the arm?
I can't do that.
I keep wanting to use the arm for something. Which I'm sure will come up eventually.
I don't have any... There's no...
Okay. So we'll have to come back for that. Which is maybe our way to get up that other ladder. I like how he's like segmented the different areas though with puzzles, because this could be kind of overwhelming otherwise. So here's another door, but a pit that we can't get across.
Has developed in the ground here. If I want to get out of this building, I'll have to figure out a way across.
I suppose so.
It seems there's a sub-level, but it's locked off.
Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting for one of the levels to be inaccessible, because like 4 different levels at once seems like a lot. We know a little bit more about what we're doing now. Don't know if there's anything else we can do, though. So is it top, next one down, bottom? Is that how that works? Just interested. It seems that way. I don't know what this orientation of the symbols means, though. I wonder if anybody's like able to decode this as well. That'd be kind of cool. Don't know what this is for.
Wow, how did this fascinate?
Looks like there's like sap coming out of it or something too.
I don't have any.
We scan it, maybe?
This plant is secreting
Yeah.
unsaturated hydrocarbons called terpene. Basically, a super sticky resin.
Okay, cool.
The resin has crystallized, though. It's hard.
So maybe we have to use some water on the resin?
I can't use those. I can't do. Wow, fascinating.
How do we take the plant with us, though?
I can pry off a little bit of the
Oh,
crystallized
okay.
resin with the edge of the hatchet.
So in that case, you kind of have to figure out where to click, I think.
I don't have any.
Yeah. Even though there's only... It looks like there's only 2 spots, but I think you have to click on the resin itself to actually get a piece. So now we can maybe use the water with the resin to make the glue. But we can't actually get back across. Huh. That's not something I was expecting. So we have the glue for the
I can't use that.
torso. But we need some water. It's interesting.
Okay, so I think, but they're too far apart.
How do we pull both?
I can't do.
Maybe we can use the resin in the mortar and pestle?
I'll put the dried resin
Yeah.
in the mortar. Maybe I can hydrate it somehow.
Okay. We're making progress, I feel, but how do we get back out?
There's a rope hang. I can't do. I can't do. I can't use.
Yeah, we definitely need to
I can't.
use the water with the resin. We don't have a power source. Oh, I was like, there's no way that's gonna work, but apparently it works. I think that was a little non-intuitive, but I get it. Sweet. You got a little robot friend, so maybe he can go out there and get the rope for us?
Come here, little one. Me.
Yeah, sweet. Beep, boop, beep. Find a robot mate. Nice. Oh, we can't go back over there anymore. I was trying to remember what it said about the wires before, like it needed a power source or something.
Maybe the robot can go.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, little robot, can you get that rope for me?
So I don't fall and die. He doesn't have any hands, though. Oh. Yes, he does.
Good
Sweet.
job. Now bring it here.
The robots are cute. I like it.
Space. This little guy's handy.
Space.
And now I have a rope.
She's just always saying space. I guess that's kind of like her exclamation word is space. So we've got a robot. We've got a rope again. So maybe then we can get across the pit to get back outside. And that'll put us back out by where we started. That's kind of what I'm guessing.
I don't think so.
Nope.
I don't have any... I don't have...
Maybe we can use the robot some way.
a large crab if I want to get out of this building. I can't use... I can't use... I can't...
Oh, can we... I guess we already scanned the robot
It
once.
seems there's a...
Curiouser and curiouser. What does the map say about all this, anyway? Act 2.2, the tower. That's cool. Yeah, very good game so far, though. I really like it a lot. Oh, so now we've got the robot, so maybe he can pull one of the levers with us?
I don't have any...
Aw, come on.
Okay, but they're too...
That seems like it'd be reasonable, too, because we could just put the robot right there, and then he could use his robot hand, but... Maybe it's too clever.
Wow, how fascinating.
How do we get back across, man?
I can't do... I can't use...
Little stumped. Try everything. What did it say about
Seems
this?
there's a sub-level.
It's locked off. Nothing else we can click on here. This looks familiar. We haven't seen dots like this yet, though. Right? Four-armed dudes. There we go. It's like not pressing the button. I feel like we have to be able to do this now.
Okay, so but they're too... Okay, but they're too... I don't have... I don't have...
I think I've got a pretty good reason to do that.
I don't have...
Definitely a little stuck again. I'm just amazed that we can't use the robots to get across the ravine either. Maybe it's something on the second level we missed? I don't know. It's possible. Why do we have this rope? I like that you can move around the space pretty darn quickly.
I don't think... There's no... I don't have it. I can't do... I can't use... I can't do...
Anything the journal might tell us? I didn't see any other buttons we could push. This looks like it could be the diagram of the elevator almost. Maybe? This is like a map, almost. Huh. Nothing on the back. I like that you can go from the back to the front. That's cool. Yeah, this is like the same thing as Riven, only it's 7 instead of 5. That's funny. Just very confused about what to do next. There isn't like something in the elevator that we can do otherwise, right? I don't think so. Just gonna hold down the space bar. Oh, should we use the rope on the buttons? Or on the switches. That makes sense. Tie them together. I mean, that would have to be a pretty taut rope to pull on both of them at the same time, I feel. Like, you're definitely hoping that the rope doesn't break at that point. Definitely not immediately obvious to me, but I get the idea. Yeah. I don't think I like how that animation looked, especially, either.
Looks like it needs a password.
It's like it's either like a really strong rope or really flimsy switches, I suppose. So we need a password, which was probably in the book as well. So this moves the cursor. Did that not work? So maybe it's like a multi-level password. 2, 3, 5. Oh. What is this?
I think that turned on permission for the lift to go into
Okay.
the sub-level.
Apparently that worked. Let's see what this does. Oh, nice. We made an explosion somewhere, too.
Something crashed a few floors down. I'd better go see what it is.
Okay, cool. That got us a lot of progress, and used up a lot of stuff from our book, too, I think. Sweet. So we got a little stuck there, but again, it's not too big of a deal. The rope, using the rope on the switches doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I can see it. It's just how these games go, though. It's like whatever makes the most sense to the developers, sometimes not going to make the most sense to the
A
player.
large piece of debris fell right where I need it to cross.
Very convenient. Another puzzle. So yeah, we just need to get power from one end to the other. Kind of like the Bioshock hacking puzzles, it seems like. So it rotates all of them. Okay. Nice. Pretty easy.
Good. Now
Now we got a shortcut back. Okay, cool. I'm assuming that's where we are anyway. Yeah, same area. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. But hard to tell where you are in the world exactly. So let's go check out that bottom level before we continue on. Because now we can definitely get back to where the water was for the resin. Ooh.
some kind of lens.
There's our lens for the telescope. This is like some kind of combat training machine. We got a staff.
Quite beautifully crafted. I can't do that. It's a mechanical idol. Maybe if I can configure the arms and head in a certain way, it will trigger some kind of change.
Oh. Did the book have something for that? I don't know. Nothing that I remember looked like a stance for a puppet or whatever. Except for this guy. I like how big the cursor is too. It's really nice for the video too, I think. I didn't comment on that before. Huh. So I might have to come back to this. So you can pose all of this stuff though. Very interesting.
It's a maybe if
Let's see what it's made of, maybe. Solid gold.
it's made of pure gold.
That's what I was gonna say. Okay, nice. Cool. So we'll probably have to come back here. Maybe I'll take a picture just to remember it, because it is all the way down here on the bottom. Very interesting. Does have to load for a little bit. Okay, let's save after all that. That was a lot. So now we should be able to go back up to where the spigot was and put our statue back together. Sweet. So now this is like some kind of glue, right?
It's a good idea, but I don't want to do that until I'm standing in front of the statue that these pieces belong to.
Fair enough. It's a little misleading that we got an arm broken off from the statue torso, because it makes you think that maybe the arm has another use, but I don't think that's going to end up being the case. So it's kind of a red herring item, I guess, which you do get from time to time in these games, but it's not like my favorite thing. I don't know if that was intentional though or not. It's kind of hard to tell. Statue
But my scanner revealed a
might have been this way. Yeah.
It looks like the statue. Maybe.
Okay. The resin back. Put the
Well, that's the last of.
arm back. So, oh, we need a head too, I bet.
It looks like the statue is broken. Maybe I
Ah.
can put the statue.
So where are we going to find a head, I wonder?
I don't have any.
Can't put the robot on top. Interesting. So I don't think we've seen a headpiece that I remember. We do have the lens. We have that staff that we can use. Stick the lens in. Nice view through the looking glass. Ooh, we can move the scope around. Nice. This is just a giant pixel art painting. There's a crow.
That bird is huge. I hope I don't come face to face with anything like that.
Yeah, he's like as big as the train car, I think.
That bird. I hope I.
If that's what that is.
That bird. I hope I.
I wonder what these birds are, too. Anything else that we can click on? Okay, so there's a limit to how far we can turn this thing. It's like a Great Wall of China looking thing here. Yeah, it's like some kind of monorail that I'm guessing we're going to have to take out of here. Not showing me anything else I can click on when I press the space bar, but that might not work with the screen.
Be where wow, I've already covered a lot of... I wonder where
yeah.
I'll end up. Or if I'll ever get back home.
There's kind of like an echo when she talks here too, which is interesting.
That must be... Wow. I wonder where I'll end...
Maybe it's because this area is so open and we're so high up. That's why she's echoing. Oh yeah, the spacebar does work here. Okay. Just not on the crow, I guess. Oh, there it is. It's like behind the crow. So that's kind of a small bug, I suppose. Something you'll probably fix later is to put the indicator in front of these assets, but that's a really tiny thing that would be really easy to miss because they probably never tested it. I mean, this thing is so obvious that everybody's going to click on it the first time, right? So, very cool. Can't go anywhere else here. It doesn't seem like we can do anything else with that. Where else?
I can't do...
Can't use the staff here.
Quite beautiful.
What's the staff made out of, I wonder?
I can't use those...
Okay. Oh.
It looks like the statue...
So we're still missing a head, I'm guessing.
It looks like this. Maybe I can put... I don't... There's no reason... I don't...
Interesting.
There's nothing really... It doesn't appear to be in...
Nothing else we can do here. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to go back. Or we could go back inside the room the other way. Might as well ride the pulley.
The wire is definitely... But I don't think it would be wise...
Oh, we lost our pulley, I guess. I wonder why that is. Huh. It's kind of silly. That the pulley just disappears after the first time, but we can take that shortcut again. I guess he just didn't want to draw another screen with the the pulley on it, maybe. Not really sure why we lost it though. Okay. So now where are we gonna go, I wonder?
Amazing.
Yeah, what was on the bottom floor again? Oh yeah, the statue. I guess we could mess with it until we figure out what orientation it needs to be in. Maybe that'll give us the head.
It's a... Maybe if I can configure the arms and head in a certain way...
Yeah. Maybe we need to look at what orientation the statue is in. This looks like an emoji, but I don't think it is. This dinosaur stuff is freaking me out still. Yeah, let's go. Maybe look. I should have taken a picture of the statue too, I guess, but let's double check. Because that's the only other image of a four-armed thing that we've seen, I think. And then we just have to try all the different head positions. And that'll probably give us the gold head that we can use to put on the statue. This way.
The water, but my skin.
Yeah, sometimes I try to click to leave the screen too instead of use the arrows, and sometimes it works, but other times it doesn't. So maybe another thing they would want to iron out a little bit more. So it's like these two arms are together and these two are apart is kind of how I'm interpreting that stance. So let's try that. At least it's not very, it doesn't take very long to get back there. Or sorry, we're not supposed to take this elevator. Other elevator. There we go. Let's try that. Let's go backwards. For a solo developed game, this is a ton of content to make, so all these nitpicks about the amount of views, I wouldn't expect them to add a ton more ever, really. So something like this.
It's a... Maybe if I can configure the arms and head in a certain...
Oh, okay. So one was in the middle position.
Interesting.
This gives us...
There must be some kind of key or disc that goes here.
Key or disc?
I don't have...
I don't have a key or a disc.
There's no reason...
I was kind of expecting that to give me the head. Darn. A key or a disc? Where have we seen a key or a disc? Nowhere.
I don't...
The only disc we've seen is that key card that I don't think we can get back. Maybe? Maybe we can take it back? Yeah, we can't click on that anymore. Huh. Where would we find a disc or a key? Maybe back in that lab thing? Yeah, there's nothing up here.
The wire is deaf, but I don't think...
Sorry, I'm just backtracking to double check that we didn't miss anything. Double, triple check. Not there. Not here. Maybe it's back on the top floor. Maybe we could get something from the computer. Nothing here. I like the pace of this game too, though. It's like the puzzles are so self-contained that they haven't usually taken very long to figure out. Whereas like a game like Riven, it's so open from the beginning that it's kind of overwhelming, all the things that you can do and try. So this doesn't do much for us.
I don't think so. The first time I did that,
That's fair.
there's nothing left. I don't have any...
Computer doesn't do anything else anymore.
Wow, how did this fascinate?
Hmm.
Wow, fascinate. I don't have any.
You don't want to kill the plant? I'm a little stumped. No pun intended. You need a key or a chip?
I don't think so.
We still haven't been able to get up that ladder either, so maybe that's the only way. I just don't know what else we would put in there. I don't think there's anything else we could do with this.
The bedding is someone. Am I? I'll have to.
Can't take the bedding.
I think that ladder used to lead. If only I could get up there somehow. I wonder if there's something.
There must be. How do we get up there?
I don't have. There's no.
Maybe we can send the robot up?
Let's see, my little robot mate.
Okay. That doesn't make immediate sense to me either, since the robot can't climb ladders. But I guess we're just going to throw him up here. Okay. I mean, it seems like she would still be able to reach it and climb up here, but I don't know. Like, the bed is right there.
Thanks, mate.
Just stand on the bed. But she's really danger averse, I suppose. Which makes sense. She's on a strange alien planet and there's only one of her, so I get it. Okay, finally we found our head. So now
Maybe I can put.
we can put the head on the statue. We got our key card, I'm guessing, reassembled, disassembled like a statue. Got our
It's a large
medallion.
medallion.
So this we're probably going to put in the solid gold statue. Oop, wrong way. There we go. Yeah, I guess the robot is mainly for getting to inaccessible spaces, so gonna have to remember that if we use him anymore. Okay. Nice.
Oh wow.
So maybe this is into the next act. Yeah, here's our train car. There's another new like first-person puzzle game called Viewfinder that you travel around to the different puzzle areas by a train car as well. That
Wow. It's a tram system.
this reminds me of.
Wow.
Let's go.
The handle is locked in place. I don't think the tram is active.
So we need to
It's locked.
turn the tram
There are
on.
2 slots.
2 slots, huh?
Let's see if my robot.
Yeah, it looked like his feet were gonna
Amazing.
fit.
I guess the robot's primary purpose is being a pilot for the tram system.
And I'm kind of using process of elimination here. Like, we've gone everywhere else that we were able to go, or that we knew that we could go in this area, and we didn't find any other items. And this is the only exit, so by the time we get here, I'm surmising that we have everything we need to leave.
It's locked. Well, here we go again.
Yeah. Oh, I like that little pixelated version of her. Nice. Ooh, this must have taken a long time to animate too. Still don't know who this guy is. It's going into Act 3. Yeah, nice. Next act is the islands. And of course, Riven has a famous tramcar sequence as well, and that's how you get around the different islands in Riven. So that might
This is
be...
mental. I'm so far away from my ship now.
This might be more of a Riven area.
It wasn't really salvageable, but I'm completely alone on another planet in the middle of an alien ocean. What do I do now?
What do we do? Awesome. I've really liked this game so far. I think I'm going to end this stream and this probably this video part for now, but I will definitely come back to it and play either tomorrow or another day, and so I can record and get this uploaded. But this has been really fun. Let me know what you think about the video and the game in the comments or on Twitch or however. But I hope you join me for the rest of the Abandoned Planet and play it yourself. I think it's really good, and hope more people check it out for sure. But for now, I've been Nick Burnham, and I will see you next time. Bye.